Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? Time for the Steelers talk. Gotta get the shades right. Dead. Time for some Steelers talk, man. Get some of this done. Yes, sir, man. So I think that we came out with the victory. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with the victory. However, there's some things that we need to work on. Like I think I you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm cool that we won the game. I'm happy that we won the game, but we get too conservative and things just look so much the same. It just looks the same. Like our offense just don't change. You know what I mean? Our offense is so conservative and we don't push the ball. Just lack of a better words, I guess you could say. We just don't put our foot on our opponent's neck when we got the chance to. We should absolutely do that. I don't think that there's no excuses for playing the way we play, man. Like I don't. I honestly don't. I don't feel like that we should be anywhere. We shouldn't have been in the situation that we were in with the Patriots at all. I mean, with all due respect, they gave us a good battle to the end of the game. Um, but when we're up at 14 nothing second quarter before they score, we absolutely from that point on got to press the gas pedal. But seeing that was the second quarter, we got conservative in that way, and I just didn't like it at all. I didn't like the way that looked. I don't know about a lot of y'all Steelers fans and how y'all feel out there about us, about our team, but this is the way I feel. Now, Aaron Rodgers was 16 for 23, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. I think for another game, we got held underneath for 100 yards rushing in the game. I think, and he said he could play better, so I think he could have played better. Yes. Um, our defense, man, y'all. Like, what is going on, man? You know, we contained Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson. We did do our job with the running backs. However, Drake May accounted. He was their leading rusher, and he had 45 yards on us, and he took off on us like 7 times, and that absolutely hurt us. DBs was getting cooked out there. They spread the ball around. Drake May spread the ball around. He did a great job, by the way. I think Drake May played. We always making people look good, and he got sacked 5 times. We got to him 5 times, and yet and still, for some reason, it's looking like that, right? So he was 28. Drake May was 28 for 37 in the game, 268 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. He had a pick. We got to him 5 times. Like I'm excited about the way we got to him. Patrick Queen stepped up hugely in his game. He was a leading tackler, 10 tackles, 6 solos. He had a tackle for a loss. But I must say, like, he had 10 tackles in this game alone. Now, man, Derek Harmon came in. He provided some spark, had a sack. Nick Herbig had a sack. But look, I'm just gonna keep it real, man. I'm just gonna keep it real. Brian Eccles played a good game. He had a pick in this game. Cam Hayward, to me, y'all, is it, bro. Like a lot of people was complaining about Cam Hayward, and I had made a post and I said, I don't care what dollar, euro, Rembrandt, ruble, yen you gonna pay him. He was worth every single one of those dollars he got paid, bro, to complete his contract. Every last one, every dollar, and you could say dollar and whatever currency it is to get that contract done. He got it done, and he's worth every bit of it on that defensive line. You could put now. I understand that Derek Harmon came in, and Derek Harmon is supposed to help out in that middle. But when you got Cam Hayward and the rest, Cam Hayward, Derek Harmon, Jack Sawyer, Nick Herbig, we knew Nick Herbig and Jack Sawyer, they both got to work on a run defense, and we got to get run stoppers. We got to get run stoppers, man. We got to get some, because you can't have these on and off games. Patrick Queen must have heard me, seen my tweets or something, because he came out in this game and played well in this game against the Patriots. And it's inconsistencies, man, all over. And we just can't have that. And our offense just got stagnant. We just relied too much on the defense. Like we gotta go out and just put up the points. I don't know if we're it may be too early for me to speak on it in this type of manner, but I think that we're one of those teams who get up and we play well once we got a huge lead, but 14 nothing in the offense just not, performing the way they were. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like when we get into close games, I get very nervous because when you can score, when we on a hot streak, it's like when you on a hot streak in this Arthur Smith system, with any system that we've been running, we gotta score. Get when we hot, man, just cook. Keep going while the iron is striking hot. Keep going. It's hot. Keep striking until it cools down or until they stop it. Because when we get conservative, we start to slow down, and we just can't seem to get it back. We just can't seem to get it back, man. And look, y'all. Jalen Warren had 18 carries for 47 yards. The offensive line is they're these guys are newer. Um, they kept Rodgers clean. Rodgers clean was it? He was clean in the game. I mean, yeah, that's a plus. Pass protection was there. It was most definitely there. Is that their strong suit? When you look at some of these guys and where they come from, you know what I'm saying, and their environment, like, is that their strong suit? Is that what we got to lean into? But we got to have some kind of a run game going. We got to get a run game going. And there was sparks of Jalen Warren looking really good. He also was able to help in the receiving game and getting them some targets and, screen passes and dump offs. He looked good doing that too. I'm not going to lie. And I think that's kind of where this Arthur Smith offense is going. I don't think we're going to have a running back that's going to. We might not have a lot of those 100-yard games. You know what I mean? So I guess, and what you could say is that I guess I appreciate what Najee was putting up with and how he still was able to have over 1,000-yard season in this offense, being in the way that it is. You know what I'm saying? But even though he was bottled up, like I'm seeing a lot of that same thing happen with Jalen Warren that now that he is the league back. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm concerned with, the offense, y'all. It's like, it's like we can't never have a consistent game. One day it might be the defense, and it's the defense that's getting chewed up, but they're pretty much just staying consistent on being chewed up. But now it's our offense that can't get going, and if we can't have a complete game as professionals on the field, then we're in trouble. But I will say this though, I do like the fact that we went to some 13 personnel and we spread them out. We had either we had Pat Fryer move out in the slot, Jonnu in the slot coming in motion. I seen Darnell Washington come in motion from the slot at one play. But look, I got some film that I'm gonna play, and we can go through it. We're gonna take a look at some of this film, man, because I had a blast looking at some of this stuff, man. I really did. I had fun looking at a lot of this film that we had got pulled up. Get this film pulled up here, man, so I can get it going, man. Get some of this film going, you dig? Share the screen. The window that is open is my media. All right, got that pulled up. Get some of this film going, man. This is just like probably about 7 minutes of the game. Their first drive and our first drive. That's what I had got. I'm not about to sit here and break down the whole entire game spent worth of film. That's just crazy to me to do so. So let me get back. Let me get the screen good. I hope I got it well. All right. I don't know why this disappeared like that. Why my screen why ain't it working the way I wanted to work? Something ain't right. Something's off here. I got it. Yeah, I got it going, man. I had to get it. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? All right, so there's the film. A couple plays like that. They're pretty well with the run there. I like that they come out and look. They come out in those tight formations, condensed formations like that. As you can see, we came out. We put 5 guys. That bear front came out in the bear front down there just to try to stop this run a little bit. 5 guys down there, and it seemed to work, man. It seemed to work. It seemed to be. Oh nope, he's not in on that one. Nope, he sure ain't on that one, right? I think that's why a black. Can you Benton, Cam Hayward? Did he come off and make this tackle though? Cam Hayward be everywhere, man. You can't tell me that man ain't worth that money. Like, look at that, man. He's everywhere, bro. Look at that. Let's try to slow mo that. Like, can I slow mo it? Like, I can't really slow mo the film, but just watch how Cam Hayward right here, man. He comes in and comes through and still makes the play, man. But you're gonna have it that way. Now they come out and this. I'm pretty sure this is. It looks like 11 personnel that they're in right now. But we stayed in kind of that. I think we stayed in that bear front. It looks like, you know what I'm saying, throughout the game to help with that run. And if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. But our DBs got to step up in these situations and make plays. You know what I mean? And we did. And we did. And we absolutely did. So I'm happy about that. So look at that play right here. Boom. Get in there. Get in there. Who poked that out right there. Same difference. They coming out. So they look like they in 12 personnel. Yeah, you got they 2 tight ends, 1 tight end here, another one here. You got your 5 linemen, you got your center, your guards, your tackles. Then you got your tight ends. You got 2 tight ends. So then you got your 1 running back there, 2 tight ends, 12 personnel set right there. Still remaining in that bear front. Patrick Queen, instead of sitting here, he's coming out here wide. You know what I mean? Keep an eye on that back and the backside. TJ Watt, they're probably going to try to double team. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens here. This is probably, man, look how we set up, bro. Put an extra lineman on the field for protection. I like that. I like that a lot. Got an extra lineman out there for protection on this particular play. Got to protect him, and that helped. That seemed to help keep him clean. He didn't get sacked. And we got 2 tight ends out there. So you got 2 tight ends out there. I guess technically by term this would still be 13 personnel, right? Because you got 1 back, you got 3 tight ends, but you got an extra lineman out there. Or we could say it's 12 personnel. I'm not sure. That's a little tricky right there for me. I'm still learning a lot out here, but that's what it is. Got 2 tight ends out there blocking out in front of the set right there. That's when I think our offense is most effective. And how hard is that to defend if you're a defense? You looking at trips bunched up to the left. You know what I mean? And I believe we're to the field side, which would be, not the bounce side, okay? And you see Darnell Washington, John New Smith, and DK Metcalf on the same side of you. There ain't too many DBs that can hang with that. You need a linebacker out there. Yeah, and the way linebackers is built these days, DK bigger than some of them. A lot of them are bigger than some of them. I mean, either way it go, that's a straight up mismatch right there. You ain't just fighting through one of them guys to get the DK Metcalf to break up that play, even if you did. So I mean, that's great. I really like that set, and this is why I think we were successful, even though this is one of the first draft scripted out wide. I couldn't see if that was another tight end or what personnel we have out there. I don't know if we stayed in this 13 personnel a lot. See, that's John New fire move. That's when we're very effective, man. Keep those tight ends on the field. Like, I mean, everybody's so concerned about having a wide out, but we keep missing the fact that our offense is very effective. We got a big wide receiver that's built like a tight end, fast as a wide receiver, and DK Metcalf. Calvin Austin, he's there. I think he could take the top off. But when you get set up out the fullback, fullback position type of I formation, but you got fire move there. And in these situations, I probably would like to see a little bit of more Cam Hayward in those positions, because then we can just go with a straight fullback dive. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can go with a fullback dive or let Cam Hayward do that. I would like to see Cam here a little bit more than Freiermuth, but at the same time, Freiermuth is the bigger receiving threat than Cam Hayward. But then they might be not be looking at Cam Hayward too. You might be able to sneak him out behind somebody and sneak him out in the flats, for a quick touchdown, especially when we get this close. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's some things you can tinker with that offense being the way it is. Like, we got receivers now. They may not be the typical guys, but we got them, right? I really like this because I can't remember if that's I don't know if that's Moof up there. I don't think that's Moof. I think that might be us, Stronic. But we got Freiermuth down here in the slot. We got Darnell Washington here in the slot. So this is 13 personnel. This 13 personnel look right here is sick. This is really sick because you got Darnell Washington sitting up here. Got Jonnu Smith in right here off the line, H-back position style. Then we got Freiermuth right here. And then we send you can't do nothing with this. Like, look, man, you like, what is like, you could point all you want to. Now, look, we got the straight, we got all, and we got to call this the Decepticon formation. You got to call this the Decepticon formation because, I mean, remember you had Megatron with the lines, and we got to call this the Decepticon formation. You got Darnell Washington out wide, DK Metcalf out wide. We got Jonnu in the slot and Freiermuth beside him. Oh, my goodness. What are we doing right now? I love it. I like that. And the only thing, and we marched right down and score first drive. That was our first drive of the game. Can't really do too much when you got those guys out there in that Decepticon formation. I like the gotta call it that. But man, I gotta say, we gotta just keep it going. So a lot of things look good in this game and improved, I think, from watching it on tape. The stats don't tell the whole story about it, but when we get a lead by the opponent, I would say, to me, when we get a lead, we just gotta keep our foot on their neck. We cannot allow these guys to get back into games. We just can't. We can't. Don't get conservative with that look. Use it for what it is, man. Use it for what it is. Get these guys. We got to get Darnell Washington more receiving reps because that's what's going to get him better alive in the game. We got to get him some more receiving threats. Freiermuth just got to be clutch. He can't go down because at some point he's going to have those downfield passes. He's got to be able to catch those like how he did early on because we know he can. But it's going to be too hard to guard that. It's going to be too hard to guard that. Too hard. And I thought we were going to start running that in the red zone. I did say that earlier this year in one of the videos. Y'all can go back and look at it. I think it was one of with Aaron Rodgers on there. I did definitely call that before this season. I think that was where we were going and leaning towards with having as many tight ends as we had. I think that's why we didn't go too heavy at looking at receivers. Big bodies are where it's at. This is where it is. I mean, look, Belichick did it great. Now, I mean, New England gave us the recipe way back then. I mean, Brady had two tight ends that were just unguardable. You couldn't do nothing with Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. You couldn't do nothing with those guys. Couldn't do nothing with them. And at the time, you got two tight ends that could block and pass. And now we got three. We got three guys that are well-balanced tight ends. We got three of those guys, and I mean, I guess you could look at Freiermuth and the Jonnu because of the stats that they put up, but people forget that Jonnu can actually block. He's a well-balanced guy. You look at Darnell Washington, he's more of a blocking guy, so you think you're going to go run him, put him in the inside. They think you're going to run, so their first step might be up. I might give those guys a chance. Think keeping him in the inside right off the tackle on the line. And having him, if he's going to go out for a pass, have him come out for a screen or have him go out for right out of that 3-point stance. Don't say, sometimes you can pull him out too. But I mean, look, I think it's dangerous, man. That look is what got us in the end zone. That's our strength right now. And I hate that, and if we could put Kenneth Gainwell in the backfield, hey, would it be crazy to say that let's get Calvin Austin some touches out of the backfield, some quick screens, some bubble screens or something out of the backfield? I mean, it is what it is. You got to use what you got. You know what I'm saying? We got to make lemons out of lemonade. That's just what we got right now, y'all. You know? Hey, man, but y'all know how I give it up, man. I always say pray for me, pray for y'all. Peace. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, man. Get in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about our Pittsburgh Steelers.